What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Celeste Any Percent League. We just came off of a super close match between Archie Gaming's Marlon and Black Pair 420. My name is Zojalix, and I'm here joined with Troy of Athens, bringing you a race between TGH SR and Chaikitty. I'm super hyped for this race. How are you doing, Troy?
I'm doing good. TGH giving us the thumbs up. He's doing good.
Chaikitty looks like he's in the zone right now.
Yeah.
All right, so take.
Yeah, you got those leaderboards here. We got
in 20.
TGH at 405, and where's Chai on here? Chai at 323. So an 82-point gap between the two players.
Yeah, definitely won't be. I'd be surprised if there'd be a pretty big lead gap between these two runners. So we won't. I'm not expecting any leaderboard changes to be happening for Chaikitty. Although, well, at least pulling up in front of TGH. But if he does do really well in this match, then he will be able to pull up over M Sushi and be able to take 4th place. So it'll be really interesting.
Yeah. And I do see love for both runners in the chat.
Yeah, so it looks like the runners are ready to get started, so we'll probably be getting started here any second now. So again, just making sure that you guys, let's see continued hype all throughout chat. This is going to be a super, super close race, and I'm super excited. I know that I don't actually know what to expect from this race, especially too coming off of Black Pair and Marlon's race. That was super close, and so I'm really hoping that we can see a repeat of another super close race here tonight.
Yeah, obviously this is just practice for that GDQX race.
Of course, yeah. Definitely something to be looking forward to later on as we get closer to TwitchCon and be able to looking towards GDQX. But it looks like we are going to be getting started now, heading into the prologue. You know, like I said, I don't know what to expect here. Both of these runners, TGH being the champion in Season 1, Chaikitty being the 4th place finisher, but both of these runners putting a bunch of time into their any percent runs, trying to get as far down as they can. Both of these runners achieving a 27. I mean, there's such a huge display of prowess and skill between both of these runners that this is going to be an awesome race. So now we are going to be going into Forsaken City, where we see a lot of mechanics. I'm not quite sure if I'm reading these IGT syncs. Oh, either way. Oh, and Chaikitty actually flubbing a little bit right there, giving TGH an early lead. He's going to need to make up a little bit of ground here, but TGH able to get about a couple seconds of a lead here right off the bat. Definitely a good way to start out this race.
Yeah, I'm seeing some hot strats coming out from TGH as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Pulling out some riskier ones.
Yeah, both of these runners are going to need to pull out some of these riskier strats to be able to do well. TGH, not really sure why he went for the extended hyper into the up dash versus just taking the hyper and bunny hop.
I think he just might have missed bunny hop there and adapted.
Potentially, yeah.
You know, might not giving himself enough room for a bunny hop.
TGH wrapping up with a 100 Forsaken City. Very impressive. Yeah. Chaikitty with a 105. So TGH is going to be looking at a 5-second lead here as we go into Old Site. Both of these runners seeing a lot of focus on their face, and you can just see they're both in the zone right now. Alright, so now seeing them both move through Old Site. TGH now activating the Dream Blocks. Chaikitty not able to get underneath the 1 block, so he's going to have to, he opts to go over it, take the crystal, so that's going to be a couple more seconds there for TGH that he's going to be gaining over Chaikitty, as he will be entering the battle and chase here in just a second. at a 2:07 with the cutscene skip there for TGH. And we'll be looking at about a 2:14, 2:15 cutscene skip. So we're seeing about an 8-second lead here for TGH as we enter into the Battle and Chase. Battle and Chase being one of the... Oh! Chaikitty, I'm not really sure what happened there. But by the looks of things, he might have just missed a dash or something and ended up having to take a retry. Yeah, and as I look back, he missed the dash into the dream block, and so he wasn't able to get his dash. He missed the dream block, getting himself on the wall, so he had to take the retry in order to get himself reset.
TGH finishing up the final Battle and Chase room, Chaikitty just entering it.
So yeah, definitely excellent play coming from TGH to start out this race, as he is going to be entering the Awake section here at 3 minutes. Chaikitty now looking to be entering the Awake here in just a little bit. So if you're TGH, this is definitely the situation that you want to be in starting out in this race. But there's still so much left in the run that it could still change quite a bit by the time we get done.
Absolutely. TGH is going to be finishing out Chapter 2 with 3:18 on that file. And entering Chapter 3.
Oh, Chaikitty kind of getting caught on the corner there, but he's able to finish with a 3:33.
Yep.
Or 3:34. Oh, I missed it.
Close enough.
Yeah. Only off by like 0.03 seconds. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Frames.
Alright, now as we enter into the Celestial Resort, we've got a lot of difficult screens and even some really punishing ones coming up, as well as the famous Demo Dash trick that shows up later on in the chapter. So it'll be really interesting to see how both of these runners are going to play it. I know TGH personally doesn't likes to take the checkpoint when he is in a race, but we also know that in his race against Marlon, TGH opted to not take the checkpoint, and I'm not sure if he's going to go for that same risky play here tonight, or if he's just going to play it safe, take the 2 seconds to use the checkpoint, and just hope and pray that he's able to get it, or just hope and pray that he gets it first try and doesn't lose the 7 seconds on the one death.
Yeah. I'm definitely seeing some hesitation on both sides on strategies.
Yeah, definitely. Both runners not wanting to make mistakes, and it's just because some mistakes can be very costly, especially in a chapter like this one.
TGH messing up a little bit on the huge mess screen, but you know, I can't really die here, so it's fine.
Alright, TGH now beginning his crates. Oh, and he misses the dash off the corner, but he's able to adapt well, drop down, and make his way through. Good adaptation there from TGH. He's able to snag the spike jump, and he's going to be hitting the bubble at 5:03. We'll see now if Chaikitty, as he is doing crates himself, he's able to get the dash off the corner. That will save him about a second over TGH, but he's not able to connect that spike jump off the wall. That one being a little bit finicky. So he's still at about just under a 20-second deficit for Chaikitty. As now TGH hitting the books button at 5:31. Chaikitty having some excellent movement.
Oh, nice demo by TGH there.
TGH, that is one of the tricks that he is definitely known for doing. I think he's the only one in the league that goes for that demo, and it saves. I don't even think it saves a full second.
He just is that. TGH has always gone for what he feels is consistent, and he's confident enough in that, so it doesn't matter how much time it saves. It's consistent enough for him to get going for it.
That is true, and he's proven his consistency with that trick over and over again. So now TGH is finishing up the elevator shaft, so he will be looking to begin Demo Dash here in just a little bit, with Chaikitty entering the elevator shaft himself. Now TGH in the demo room. We'll see right now if he is going to be going for the checkpoint And he's going to opt for the checkpoint. Very respectable play from him, and he's able to get it first try. That is a really good job from TGH. Now we've got Chaikitty in the demo room himself. We'll see if he's gonna go for that 2-second time save by not taking the checkpoint. And Chaikitty doesn't go for the checkpoint, and he's able to get it first try. That is going to give a pretty decent time save there, saving about 2 seconds over TGH just by simply taking significantly more of a risk. And oh, TGH ends up dying in that room. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but it looks like he missed a dash and ended up getting eaten. Oh no, he hit it. Didn't end up getting eaten by Orshiro, but still, that is definitely something that you'd want if you are Chaikitty to try and catch up here as we move through the Orshiro section. Alright,
TGH coming up on that final screen for Chapter 3.
Chaikitty now right behind him, also just now entering that final screen. TGH only a little bit left. He's going to be wrapping up at a 7:39, I do believe, on the file timer. 7:40, again, I'm just off on these things.
Chaikitty giving kind of like a not bad face at the end of that chapter, getting a 7:48 on that file, so just about 8 seconds between the two players.
And he's definitely able to save quite a bit of time. He was about at a 20-second deficit from that going into Chapter 3, and now he's only 8 seconds down.
Wow.
That is a huge time save there for Chai as we enter Golden Ridge.
Absolutely.
So now both of these runners are having really good runs. Chai having a little bit rough on the first 2 chapters, but he was able to make up quite a bit of time in this resort, and if he's able to keep up that momentum and just keep pushing through, he could potentially creep up on TGH.
Yeah, Chapter 4, though, is a very technically dense chapter. There can be... pretty much every screen has its own trick. And
yes.
So, a lot of screens can certainly switch it up here with, just less than 10 seconds of a gap. It's very possible that we could see this getting much closer.
Definitely. Both of these runners...
TGH going for the boxless.
Yep. TGH has shown
Pulling
that
it off.
he can do that strat. Very well done from him.
Chaikitty coming up on it now.
And oh no, Chaikitty misses it. He's not able to turn around and grab the wall, and so he falls and has to retry. That is a huge time loss there, but he's able to get it on his second try. But now he's got a lot more ground that he's going to have to make up, because that is like at least a 3-second time loss there.
Oh, and not getting the speed boost off of the cloud.
Chaikitty is just having it rough on Golden Ridge.
TGH going for the Ultra now. On the second auto-scroller room. Gonna be able to get that one. Chaikitty gonna be going for the Ultra now as well.
TGH gonna be entering the cliff face here. Chaikitty going for Ultra, and he's got it first try. Nice job from both runners to be able to hit that strat now, as we are looking only a couple of screens left here in Golden Ridge, but these are also some of the longer and more punishing ones, especially with this wind mechanic. A lot of things can really increase in difficulty.
Very true. TGH got a couple screens left here.
TGH now on. Oh, Chaikitty! Oh, not really sure what happened there, but he ended up taking a death. I think he just missed time. He missed time to jump and ended up getting smacked in the face with a snowball. TGH going to be wrapping up with a 10:15 on his file timer, and Chaikitty now is looking at quite a bit of a deficit, over 15 seconds, looking like it's going to be at about the 21-second deficit now for Chaikitty. If he is going to make up some time and win this race, he's going to have to hope for maybe a bubs drop fail.
And TGH is working through 5A. Gonna be picking up that first key. Again, that entrance cycle. Which I feel like we kind of ignore a lot of the time, but that entrance cycle is not easy to pull off.
No, it is not easy. TGH going for the cutscene teleport, and he's got it. Now he's coming up on the depths corner boost, and he's got it. Nice successful yeet there from TGH. Chaikitty only a little bit behind now. He's going to be opening the door and going up for the cutscene skip. Oh, but he misses up on the corner and just ends up having to take a regular cutscene skip, so he's not going to get that second time save there, but he is going to be able to connect the depths corner boost. Very good job from him. TGH now grabbing the cassette at a 1:04 timer. On there, I might have been wrong on that one, but even still, a really good cassette time for him.
Chai getting a really good time in the 5A.
A 107, 105,
108.
108 for Chai. As now both runners are making their in 5B. TGH only a little bit up until he gets to Bub's drop. Okay, TGH setting up for Bub's drop, looking for his first attempt. If TGH gets a fail, this is going to be a huge opening for Chai. And he's got it first try. Chaikitty definitely is going to need to get this first try if he is going to stay in this race. Alright, Chaikitty now coming up on Bub's drop. And he's got it first try. Chaikitty giving the nod of approval, showing that he...
Nice stank face going on for him too.
Love the addition. I don't think I'm ever gonna get sick of like the webcam reactions, and I don't think I'm ever gonna not point out the webcam, the fact how much of a nice feature it is that we are able to use these webcams, and just to be able to show the players' reactions throughout every single part of the races if they opt to use them. TGH now in the mirror, still having a pretty good lead. Oh, Chaikitty missing the button. Gonna have to turn back around and get it.
TGH had a little bit of trouble on that last room, was able to make it through. That Seeker was really far back. I was scared.
Yeah, I was not sure if he was gonna get that or not, but he did.
He just
Chaikitty not able to manipulate the Seeker that he wants to, and he's gonna have to wait a couple of seconds for the Seeker to essentially respawn before he's able to get it. Chai with a lot better of a Seeker position there and is able to make that look a lot less scary for him than TGH. TGH made his way through the Seeker gauntlet with no issues. He's going to be coming up on the impossible room as Chaikitty is entering the gauntlet. I say, these are very clean 5Bs from both runners. A 2:19 for TGH on the IL timer. Chaikitty now
great IL time.
Going through on the impossible room.
Going for the entrance cycle.
And he's got it, looking like he's going to be snagging a 2:20. Absolutely insane IL times from both runners. And now we are heading into Reflection. TGH able to successfully do Lake Skip.
And TGH is on a really good pace right now.
Yeah, TGH is playing very well. Both runners are doing really great. Chaikitty able to snag Lake Skip on his first try. Making that, both of these guys just making this game look easy. Alright, as TGH, both runners, I gotta say, despite some of the hiccups from Chaikitty, he's still playing really well, able to keep up pretty decently well against TGH. If he didn't have the Chapter 4 hiccups and the Chapters 1 and 2 hiccups, this would be could potentially be a race where Chaikitty is in the lead. And, you know, despite the fact that we're already on the second to last level of the game, there's still at least 1/3 of the run left, just in Summit alone. You know, there's 7 chapters, but once you complete chapter 5, you're really only at the halfway point.
Yeah. TGH working through the hollows, programmatic. I'm reading chat. Chaikitty's working through it as well.
Shoutouts to Programmatic being in chat.
Yeah, apparently.
Alright, TGH now only got a little bit left before he starts, before he comes up to Battle and Boost, and the dev intended skips here. Chaikitty making his way through the rest of Reflection as well. No, oh no!
Oh!
TGH! He missed the bumper and he ends up having to take a death. That is actually, this is one of the longer screens, so that's going to be a huge deficit there. That could be a major spot where Chaikitty makes up some time. And as we look now, Chaikitty is only about 1 or 2 screens behind.
Yeah, and that screen is very bad to die, not just because of how long it can be, but also because the death cycle doesn't allow you to go for that trick that people go for, where you skip one of the feathers.
Chaikitty makes up a lot of time now as he is now onto the dev intended skips. TGH cleanly making his way through the dev intended skips. Chaikitty is now making his way through. These runners are now so close. TGH coming up on Battle and Boost as Chaikitty is swimming. Again, a very clean Battle and Boost from TGH as he's going to be entering the battle and fight. Chaikitty only right behind him, got a 2-screen deficit here for Chai. One rough death in this battle and fight from TGH could easily be the lead change.
Yeah, RTA-wise, you can see them working on the same screen at the same time. Oh, not quite, actually.
No, Chaikitty's a couple screens behind.
One screen behind, actually. But yeah, it's very close.
Right, definitely both of these runners, you know, it was just saying, like, this race, you know, it doesn't take much for a lead to change in Celeste, especially when you get to these last 2 chapters. Well, the last 3 chapters, 5B, 6A, and Summit. There's so many long screens where just one death can be such a huge time loss. And we saw that already just with TGH dying in that one room, and then he lost a little bit more time because the bumper cycles did get a little bit messed up there, which caused TGH to have to go for a different strat. And so now this race is significantly more neck and neck than it was just 2 minutes before that moment.
Yeah, very true. TGH is going to be starting up on the second half of the battle and fight shortly.
Oh no! TGH, he missed the dash and he ends up falling into the wall and ends up getting blasted in the face. These runners are neck and neck. TGH only ahead by less than half. Oh, he's got a.
The timer desync is the difference right now.
So it's so hard to actually. TGH still has a lead, but this race is less than a 10-second difference here.
Yeah, basically the timer desync is the difference between these 2 players.
This is such a close race. And like I said, there's less than 10 seconds. If these timers were synced, we'd be able to really know where the biggest difference is, but they're just so close. I think it's about a 6 or 7 second lead for TGH. Maybe even less than that.
Yeah. Coming up on the final battle and screen now.
Okay, it is a 8-second difference in TGH's favor as we enter this last screen. TGH able to get the last hit. Chaikitty is able to get the last hit himself. Definitely. Ooh. Oh no! TGH ends up taking a fall, but Chaikitty kind of messed up on the corner himself too, but didn't lose as much time as TGH. Oh, but still, both of these racers with an insane file time as we go into Summit. TGH with a 1946, Chai with a 1953. There is a 7-second difference between the two runners. And we're going into Summit, and this is going to be super close. Those 2 deaths from TGH gave Chaikitty what he needed to keep himself in this race. And now we're going into Summit. I'm really hoping we get a sync here because, so we're getting a sync here to really show what the difference is. But again, this race is so close.
Yeah, TGH didn't pull off his a very good chapter 6. He had so many problems in it that it allowed Chaikitty to catch up. I believe the ILs were a difference of almost 20 seconds between the 2 players on that chapter 6. So Chai was definitely given the opportunity and he took it.
Yes, definitely. 1923 as TGH gets the last alley-oop. Chaikitty now making his way to wrapping it up. 2032, so we're
Yeah, with these synced up timers, we can clearly see TGH in the lead, but only by a few screens. Ooh, TGH not getting the speed off of that zipper, just gonna be able to save it there. Luckily not dying. But Chai is gonna take the death on that screen. Okay, TGH working through 1,000 meters now, gonna be getting those Dream Hypers. Chaikitty following up shortly behind.
Okay, I'm back in now.
It's alright, I can still handle it on my own. I can hear you. He can't hear me. It's fine. We'll keep going through this. TGH gonna be working through the final rooms. Chai just a bit behind. TGH now in that orb room. Again there at 21:56.
Okay, I'm back in.
Testing, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Cool. We got a 10-second gap between the 2 players going into 1,500 meters.
Alright.
And that's more than enough time for least shift if any trouble happens to TGH on this.
Definitely.
Section because he just has such huge screens.
Yeah, definitely. Pretty much every single screen from here on out, it gets really long. TGH taking the Franker Z room, going a little bit safer. Oh no, Chaikitty taking a death, not
the quad hyper room too. Such a long screen and a very painful death.
That is so rough. That is going to be a huge moment of time save for TGH. This race is now in TGH's control. He's going to have to hope that if you're Chaikitty right now, you have to hope for some sort of major mess up, especially on rooms like the auto scroller skip as TGH is coming on that now. But I just don't see that kind of mess up, and it doesn't happen. TGH able to get the auto scroller skip. Chaikitty's going to need to get this to stay in this race. He's so far behind, well, he's not so far behind, but he's definitely got a deficit that he's going to have to make up.
Chai doing some faster strategies, taking the top route in that screen before this spot bounding under the terrain screen. Saved a little bit of time. And now working through the ending. TGH going to be working on that final orb room, going to be going for the demo here. Simple demo, you don't really risk dying from doing it, but it's still a cool one to see. Alright,
TGH now entering 2500. He's still got about a... Oh, that death from Chai. He's still got about a little bit over 10 seconds, maybe 11 or 12. But again, there's still a huge chance for a lead shift here.
And
not able
TGH
to
messing
connect.
up on the messing up on the key skip there. Took a couple tries.
That will be a couple of seconds there that Chaikitty could potentially make up. Oh, but Chaikitty hitting the block, not able to dash off of it, so that is going to be a little bit that he's going to lose, but he is able to get the key on a lot smoother than TGH there. Alright, TGH is now entering the last room of 2500. A death here would be detrimental. Chaikitty now threading the needle, making his way. One door skip. Oh no! Chaikitty jumped into the spikes. That is going to end up being a huge... Oh, jumping right into the spikes after the first door is skipped. That is going to hurt for him. As TGH is now entering into 3,000 meters. This race is in TGH's control. He's entering downdraft now as Chaikitty enters 3,000 meters. Chaikitty is gonna have to hope for some sort of miracle if he's gonna want to come back at this point.
I mean, it's definitely possible with how difficult the updraft section can be. It's going to have a lot of points where it actually could be the case for Chai to catch up.
It is, but TGH... Oh, and TGH takes a small death there, missing the spike jump off the wall.
And had some trouble with him the second try as well.
But he is able to make his way up to the updraft. That is going to be a little bit of time there that Chaikitty can make up as TGH enters updraft. TGH now on some of those longer flags.
At 14, dreaded 13 here.
Hitting up 13. Oh,
ooh,
no!
Chai a death on 17.
Oh,
another
Chai
one.
is not able to connect with flag 17. That might have just been what puts the nails into the coffin. He's gonna have to hope for TGH to mess something up here. Right now, a death here from TGH would be exactly what Chai needs. Well, now it's not, since TGH hit a checkpoint, but TGH now hitting flag 7 as Chai is on flag 12. TGH only a couple of flags left before he finishes up. Chai trying to do what he can to catch up, just clawing and scratching and dashing his way through the summit as TGH does the same. TGH now on flag 2, and it looks like this one is going to be wrapping up, and TGH is going to be taking the win here as he hits flag 1 and will be making his way to the top with what looks like a 27.56.
Third 27 of the season. Second one for TGH.
Insane race time.
Ooh, Chai dying on flag 2. Luckily took the checkpoint, so he's fine. But is going to be just a little bit behind here of TGH. Not finishing too far behind though. Chai going to be looking to close this out with a 28.2x it looks like. Yep, getting a 28.26 on the timer. Giving us a 30-second difference almost exactly.
That was a very, very good race time from both of them. It just was absolutely insane. Welcome, TGH. We're going to be pulling the runners in for some interviews now. TGH, congratulations on the win, as well as your second 27 of the season. How do you feel after that?
Thanks. It feels good. I mean, like, I'll always take a 27 in a race for sure. Felt good. throughout the whole run. I had a really bad session yesterday, but figured it was because I didn't have enough sleep. So made sure to get a really good night of sleep or day of sleep. You know me.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so. And was able to pull out a pretty good one, despite some pretty awful deaths in Chapter 6, but it was whatever.
Yeah, Chapter 6 definitely being one of your weak points. Chai, GG's on the 28-26. That's still a really good race time. A little bit of hiccups from you in the early game. Just not clicking for you today, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, just in general, I would say my consistency is not, it's something I'm trying to bring together a bit. Especially with the update with Chapter 9, I mostly played Chapter 9 like the whole last week. So definitely Ridge was one of them that I was pretty worried about, and yeah, that didn't go too well. But
yeah,
overall, I'm pretty happy with how this went. Like I played substantially better than I was expecting to based on my practice from yesterday. So
yeah, 20 like any mid 28 is really good, even when you're not grinding any percent.
Sure. Yeah. Like I actually I did a lot better than I expected, except for Summit and Ridge were the weak points.
Yeah, it's like other people will be like, "Oh, you're still playing Celeste," so you're still like, no, you need in order to get consistently good times in any percent, or even close to consistently good times, you need to be playing the category any percent.
Yeah,
it's just a mentality thing. But yeah, GG's Chai.
Yeah,
wait for next week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. You got the same race is gonna happen in GDQX for you.
I know. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed this race, check out next week. Chai and I are actually opening GDQX at TwitchCon with Celeste 90%. So it's gonna be really hype.
You're just stealing all the advertisement from us, Teej. Come on.
I mean, I had to do it.
Yeah,
you guys did.
But yeah, definitely GG's to both of you guys. Absolutely insane. I don't have the schedule pulled up, so I'm not sure who you both are playing next week. But either way, how are you guys feeling going into your week matches for next week?
I can't help but be confident, really. I mean, it's just, I've had a couple of really good tournament matches in a row, and
both of you actually got tough. Sorry to interrupt. Both of you actually do have tough matchups. TGH, you got Full Derby, and Chaikitty got M Sushi.
That's right.
So yeah, you guys got some tough matches coming up, but definitely, I'm sure pulling out a second 27 in a race definitely is a huge confident boost for you, Tej. As well as Chai, mid 28, that's definitely nothing to sneeze at when you're looking at a race time. So I'm sure both of you must be feeling really confident going into next week.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, especially for GDQX, that's kind of my main focus. But also, yeah, I'm feeling confident going into the match against Sushi too.
You're telling me I have to play Flad and Chai next week?
Yep, you have to play Flad and Chai next week. It'll be just like Pace all over again.
This is ridiculous. I didn't sign up for this. Except I did. So
actually,
yeah, you kind of did.
I totally did.
Yes, you definitely did, Tej.
You
can't blame anyone on that one.
No, you can't. All right, definitely. GG's to both of you guys. With that, we're gonna toss it over to Intermission. Anything left for you guys to say before we close this out?
GG's once again, Chai, for real.
Yeah. Looking forward to the race next week.
Yep, me too. It's gonna be great.
All right, with that, we're going to toss it over to Intermission. Coming up next, we have M Sushi versus Archie Boy. So definitely want to be sticking around for that. That one is going to be an excellent match. And with that, we will head on over to Intermission.